Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Jada Toys action figure review on the Ultra Street Fighter 2 Deluxe Sagat. And I have been wanting this for a while. I didn't realize it was going to be so big, but Sagat's a pretty big dude, and I am stoked to have this in hand. It's looking pretty damn cool already. I love the Jada Street Fighter figures, and you can see that, yeah, significantly larger box. I'll take a picture of this next to your standard box so you can see the comparison. But anyway, you can see the life bars on the top. You get a little read up right over here on the bottom, and then you can see some other Street Fighter characters on this side. Then you can see all the other Street Fighter characters right over here that you can choose from. Then you get a window cut over right there on the top. Not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your Jada toys, you can do so.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Sagat out of the packaging. And oh man, this figure is awesome. Jada Toys, they know how to deliver, man. I'm very, very happy with this piece. I will get into some gripes, though. Actually, I gotta be honest with you. I only have one real gripe with this figure, but damn. All right, let's get a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. The figure comes with two heads, and we get these two sets of hands right here, along with the flame effect, and we have the stand, which I really do like. Getting my first little nitpick out of the way, I wish there was a way to tighten these. You know, it would be nice to be able to tighten and loosen them, but so far, they're firm enough where I really haven't felt the need to, but having that option available would be nice. You could unplug right over there, and this looks dope, man. I really like the orange fading into yellow, so very, very cool. Tiger Flame. He doesn't say flame, but I keep calling it a Tiger Flame. Anyway, for a second, I thought it was reused from one of the Hadouken effects, but nope, it's not. It's its own effect piece right over here. It's a unique new one, unless I'm mistaken, but I went through my bag of Street Fighter Jada Toys effects and yeah, didn't see it. And the hands look pretty damn good, and these are pretty much the only two sets of hands that you really need for this character, I think. And I love that you could see a bit of the paint variation right there in between the knuckles, or the fingers anyway. There's a subtle touch of gray on these wraps, so I think that looks very, very cool. I do like the hands with this figure. They look nice. So here's looking at the first head sculpt, and I gotta say, I love both of them. They both look really good, just the right amount of paint over here. I like how the mouth looks, the eye looks really good. Get this nicely sculpted scar right over there. The patch looks really nice. You do see a little bit of a molding seam coming around there, but I'm not really too bothered by it. I think the paint for that strap for the patch looks great. Then to look at this other head, looks just as good, man. I'm very pleased with it. Yeah. Mean looking Sagat right over there. They did such a good job with this, and the whole figure just looks great. The muscle definition on the figure looks really good, and I think the cuts for the articulation don't really ruin anything. I think it still looks really nice. You can see all this paint right over here on the back throughout all the crevices from the musculature. I really dig that. You can see it right over here on the butterfly joints. So everything's painted. Well, as far as the flesh goes, yeah, a little bit of paint on the inside of the arms right over there. The scar looks really good. Even subtle color variation in the scar itself, man. Or maybe it's not. Those are probably just shadows right there. Wait, there is color variation on the scar. Not on the bottom half, but just on the top half right here. You can see there's some lighter brown over the darker brown of the scar. This one's just got one color going throughout right over there. Tricky to see. Took me a minute to figure that out, but yeah, I like that they added that detail. Would have been nice if they were more consistent about it with the lower half, but still, that looks really good. And it's sculpted all the way through. When you bend it back, it ends where the plastic ends. Did Ken do this? Is this a Shoryuken wound from Ken? I don't know why I always thought that, but I don't know. That's my assumption anyway, or maybe I heard that when I was a kid. But yeah, you can see the nice details right here with the paint apps. Looks great. Now, the biggest problem with this figure is that the shorts are just the wrong color. They're not supposed to be blue. They're supposed to be closer to a purple color. It's a fairly purplish blue color, and blue is my favorite color, so if they're going to make a mistake like that, it's not really bumming me out too much. I do like this kind of denim texture that we have right here for the shorts. I think that works out really well, and the paint applications look really, really clean. But yeah, it is the wrong color. We get the nice pinless joints throughout on the figure. The knee joint does look consistent right here with the calf. So, damn, a lot of notes Hasbro could take from Jada Toys, I'm telling you guys, damn. But this looks dope. I really like the little touches of gray right here on the wraps, and you got the patas right over there, and you get peg holes at the bottom. Now, the articulation on this figure is pretty badass, even though I do prefer having a hinge right here at the base of the head. You also get a ball joint right here at the neck. So 2 ball joints, and he can't, oh, there it goes flying off. See, that's just my preference. I'd rather have the hinge right there so it could look up more. So it still looks up pretty far, especially for how much the character needs to. But again, that's my preference, to look up as much as possible. And you can get the head to look down plenty far. So there's no restriction with the downward movement. You get great pivoting right over here. And of course, you can turn the neck and head side to side. Really good butterfly joints. Just tiniest bit of gappage where it looks like it could move a tiny bit further, but not much at all. So I do like this range of movement right here. Shoulders move up above the 90-degree mark. You can move them inward this far, rotate a full 360, bicep swivel. You get the beautiful pinless double jointed elbows. All the wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down. Really good diaphragm cut right over here. And it pivots, crunches forward very far, moves back quite a bit. Similar articulation at the waist. With the waist and diaphragm cut, it'll pivot that far. With both waist and diaphragm, he'll bend forward that much, and both joints he could bend back that far. No drop down hips. Would have been nice to have drop down hips, but he could still do the splits, and you can get him kicking forward up at 90 degrees, maybe a touch more than 90. That's really good, though. Moves back. You get a nice upper thigh cut right there going along with the shorts. Good looking double jointed knees. Oh man, we got calf rotation at the wraps right there. Perfect. Love that. Ankles move down, and I love that the ankles do move up a little bit. It took a little bit for me to shimmy that upward. At first I thought I couldn't move them up, but yeah, you can move those ankles up nicely. You get beautiful ankle pivot, and you get toe articulation, which is incredibly important for this character because he's standing on his balls of his feet like all the time. Like his standard neutral pose is that he's standing on the balls of his feet. So having these joints right here, I really feel is essential for the character, and just I'm super happy Jada went ahead and did it. Now to measure out this Sagat figure, you can see he is standing pretty damn tall, man. Just a little under 8 inches. Then here's Sagat next to all of my other Jada Toys Street Fighter figures. I don't care to collect the Player 2 versions. I'm happy having Player 1 versions of all of these characters. You can see we have Ryu, Chun-Li, Fei Long, Cammy, Ken, and Bison, Dhalsim, DJ, and Guile. And seeing the height difference between this deluxe figure and all these other normal figures, or what do they call them? Basic figures, I guess, but none of these are basic. They are all awesome. But anyway, the price difference, yeah, I think it's justified right here. Then here's Sagat next to an SH Figuarts Street Fighter figure. We have Vega, which actually fits into scale pretty well, right? I don't know. I will be getting the Jada Toys Vega for sure. I already have it pre-ordered. I want to throw in Dhalsim over here just so you can see. I don't know. He may be still oversized. And then for your only Sagat comparison in this video, you can see we have our Jada Toys figure next to the Storm Collectibles Ultra Street Fighter 2 Sagat. And damn, I do like this figure a lot. But I gotta say, I do like this one more. Even though this one has the properly colored shorts, you can see it's more of a purple than a straight up blue. I will be selling this on Whatnot. Probably going to sell some of my SH Figuarts Street Fighter figures too. I'm pretty head over heels with these Jada Toys figures. I really like them a lot. Then here's Sagat. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. And one thing I never knew about you Street Fighter people is what the hell are you? Did you get hit by the cosmic radiations? Are you mutants? Are you part demon? What the hell's going on? How you guys have mutant powers and fireballs and everything? I don't understand anything about your video games. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. I really enjoyed this figure a lot. If you liked the figure, you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos coming your way, I will review Blanca. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to support the content via membership or Patreon, you can check the link below or hit that join button. And this Sagat figure right here is awesome. I can't really find many complaints about it. The only one being that the shorts are just the wrong shade of blue, or it should have been more of a purple color than blue. And that's not even bothering me that much, you know? And I do see, God, it's very subtle, but it kind of looks like there's color variation in the shorts too that I didn't mention earlier. But damn, it's very, very tricky to tell if that's actually there or if it's just lighting. But regardless, it's just a great looking piece. I don't really have anything else to say about it, man. It's a dope ass figure. I really love the articulation. Again, I wish we had neck hinges for the head, but that's just my preference. There's a whole ton of you out there that disagree with me, and you know, you're entitled to that opinion. I respect it. Hope you respect mine at the price point of around $35. Not too much of an upcharge compared to the $25 regular figures. I'm going to give this Sagat a Sun rating of... And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and don't forget on Whatnot. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.